Alright, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Solomilbro, and today we're gonna be taking a look at AFK ratting with the Dominix 2020. And yeah, this is definitely 100% AFK. All you gotta do is warp to the anomaly, which will be Forsaken Hubs, and yeah, you just launch your drones and watch Netflix or something. So this is what I've been doing prior to setting up the smart bombing materials, which you saw in the previous video. So yeah, let's get right onto it. So this is I still do this from time to time if I want to watch a movie or something along those lines, or if someone's camping the system and I don't want to lose my materials. So for example, this guy's a cloaky camper, CCTV Ice 19. I don't want to undock with my materials and start ratting because he might kill me, but I'm at the point where losing a Dominix shouldn't hurt me that much, and it's a good example. Some people can do this with Myrmidons, but when I started out, I was doing it with the Dominixes because they were tankier right off the bat with the skills. With even skills, Dominixes were tankier and they could survive easier, and against the rats, they could survive easier. So yeah, I went with the Dominix, and here's the fit, and as always, fit will be always in the description. So you don't even need the energy neutralizers. You can use this just in case someone ganks you, or like a couple ships, and you can take them on. You can actually kill some ships with just muting them down, like especially frigates, muting them down and having your drones sick them basically. And I'll par for the course here. EM and thermal because I am in Blood Raider space. Large micro jump drives. This is a safety precaution. You just if there's a newt in system or someone's like almost about to tackle you, you can just turn on your large micro jump drive, and hopefully that gives you enough time to warp out of the anomaly. This is a must, like your warp disruptor. The large cap batteries and the cap rechargers are there because it is Blood Raider space, and some of the rats leech energy, but for Forsaken Hubs they don't. But Havens they definitely do. So that's always a good thing to like have. And just the basic stuff, like this is a drone boat, by the way, so DDAs, your reps, and then again EM and thermal for the Blood Raider rats. So my skills aren't that good, but you gotta have your prerequisite battleship skills for your ship, in this case the Dominix, and then your drone support skills. So, and also because this character isn't that great, all my characters aren't that great skill wise, so like yeah, so drones, so a must would be like getting drone 5. You gotta have the 5 drones, and then like drone interfacing is another high priority skill that you have to have. 10% bonus damage to all drones. That's amazing. Heavy drone operation because you're gonna be using Praetor IIs, or depending on which what rats you're trying to kill, you're gonna need to fit accordingly. So let's here are the rats, the Praetor IIs. So what you're gonna do, before I bore you to death with the specifics, is you're gonna look for Forsaken Hubs, warp to 0,
warp drive active,
and just turn on all of your stuff beforehand, because this fit is already cap stable if you don't use any of the newts. Right, you turn on all of your stuff. Oh wait, see, it's already cap stable without the the disruptor. So the warp disruptor plays a very important role in this setup. it's gonna make sure that all the drones aggro, all the rats aggro on you and not your drones. So I've only tested this with hubs. It works perfectly well. So you're gonna see it in action here, right? So right as you land, very important, click your warp disruptor and hit the Pope and launch your drones, and just don't move. You can turn on your auto targeting system just in case. And this is one of the most important things, you know. Oh, sorry, my bad. You go to your browser, and this is like 100% the most important thing. You go to Netflix, and you just watch videos, you know. You can just leave that there, right? You just watch whatever you want to watch. But yeah, kidding aside, this is 100% AFK if you do this right. You can just sit here and tank all the damage, you won't die, and all your drones will start just killing stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions for this setup, then please just let me know. If you want to drop MTUs, then feel free to drop MTUs at the start of this, at the start of you warping and after you've done this. If a newt drops in system, you just if a newt or a hostile player comes into your system, then all you gotta do is recall your drones, align ahead of time to wherever you want, like whatever station you plan on going to. So I'll show you guys, I'll show that to you guys in a bit, but we can skip this part. We can just fast forward to this part. So this is how you safely extract from the haven. Let's just say that we noticed that someone came into system. So what you're gonna do is I'm usually in a fleet. Even you can do it with yourself. So like for example, where is that? Oh, here. Right click your name, form fleet with. Even if you're solo, you can do it, and then click history. And usually I would pick a station. Usually it's like the biggest station in the system. I would set this to broadcast warp 2, so that way if there's a red in system and I have multiple accounts, I want to warp them all there, I would just first and foremost I would just press A and click align to this history tab, and it'll automatically align while waiting for my drones to like come in. So for example, if your drones were like, like how far is this? Jesus Christ, it's not showing up. If it's like 31k out, or if your drones are like 50k out, it'll take some time for them to come back to your drone bay, and you don't want to lose Praetors, right? Regardless of like how much they cost. So go ahead and align ahead of time while recalling your drones, and I would suggest that you bind your drone what do you call this? Your recall drones and launch drones. You bind them to something convenient for you. How I've set it up is I've set it to drones. So my drones return to drone bay is my mouse 5, and my launch drones is mouse 4. So it's very convenient for me to like launch drones and then recall drones rather than you right clicking here and doing something else. So feel free to rebind those. And for example, if it's too late and there's already there's already someone on grid with you, they got the drop on you, you can large micro jump drive. This will take you 100k. It'll jump you 100k to the direction your ship is facing. So the most important part when using your micro jump drive is you're aligning to that station, to your safe spot, whatever it is that you choose. So that way, even if a ship is like going, like an interceptor is going like 4,000 miles per second, right? It'll still take them around 25 seconds to like catch up to you. Well, it'll be like, around 20 or so, because they're gonna have like long warp scrams and warp disruptor. So I don't know, like less than 25 seconds, but that would give you enough time. So like, since if you're already aligned, that would give you enough time to just warp, basically. And and hopefully, you don't die. But that's pretty much it. The ticks, like the first tick was like around 12 million, but this setup doesn't have any downtime, so you can chain hubs like effectively. You can just bounce from one hub to another, and you can probably make like 20 to 30 M ticks, depending on your skills and how fast you kill the hubs, and depending on the downtime. But yeah, this has very minimal downtime. If you wanted to chain the hubs together, I would just suggest like turning off all of these, and then warping, and then just doing that all over again. So the process is, again, you warp to a hub, forsaken hub, warp to 0, right? And the Tech 2, warp disruptor is important as well, because like it increases the range within 24. But if you don't have the skills to do that, the warp disruptor, like a meta warp disruptor, works fine. But just keep in mind that the ranges will be different. But yeah, like it has very minimal downtime. Excuse me, had to burp there. It has very minimal downtime. So you can chain forsaken hubs indefinitely until you get tired of like watching Netflix or something, or you want to do something else. So yeah, again, what you're gonna do is warp to 0, click your warp disruptor, find the nearest pope, find the nearest battleship variant. So in my case, these are popes. And then turn on all your modules, launch drones, and just don't touch anything, and the aggro will remain on your ship forever. You know, just don't touch anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys like it. If you see any areas for improvement, just feel free to let me know. I'm always open for suggestions. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next on the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.